Every time you open up your phone, something terrible is happening.
Paris offices have been raided by French police.
The country is collapsing.
Publicly executed for watching Squid Game.
The government is corrupt. People are angry.
In November, the market really hasn't been able to recover since.
Violence is rising. The future it just looks terrible.
Infectious and deadly viruses. Investigators approached the home heavily armed.
It looks unstable. You see it before breakfast. You hear it before you ever speak to anyone you love.
It's impacting so many Americans right now.
You absorb it before you even check in with your own life. And after a while, it starts to feel personal.
About when to expect economic relief.
Like the danger is right outside your door. But let me ask you something, honestly. If you put your phone down right now and look around the room, if you listen closely, is your life actually on fire? Or are you just watching fires burn somewhere else? Because there's a strange disconnect happening. We're informed more than any generation in history, yet more anxious, more exhausted, more convinced that everything is falling apart. At what point did seeing the world replace living in it? Most of us, to be honest, not consuming chaos directly, and the human brain do not know the difference. Your nervous system don't understand. This is happening somewhere else, somewhere far away. It just hears a threat, and over time, there's something that happens to you. It makes you feel powerless. It makes you feel small, outnumbered. Like nothing you do matters. Which brings me to something that a lot of people forget. It comes from that children's movie.
You're right.
The grasshopper stands out over the ants and says something very simple. One ant doesn't matter.
Say, let's pretend this.
Two ants don't matter. If all ants realize how many there are, the grasshoppers lose everything. Power, he says, isn't about strength. It's about belief. If many feel like they're weak, then the few never have to fight. Now that's the part we don't like to sit with. The lesson, it didn't stay in the movie. It evolved. Today, power don't just control land or money. It controls our attention. What we see, how often we see it, and how it makes us feel. Because if you can keep millions of people emotionally overwhelmed, if you can keep them angry, afraid, or hopeless, they don't organize, they don't build, they don't rest, they just react. And reactions feel like action. Every headline trains you to believe that the world is unstable. Every clip convinces you that danger is constant. Every comment section just amplifies all the angry people. The loudness. Calm, it doesn't trend. Stability doesn't go viral. Ordinary life doesn't get clicks. You start to believe that your peace is fragile, like it's about to be taken, even when your life is fine. And this is where it gets uncomfortable, because some of your stress you're carrying, it didn't come from your job or your family or your finances. It came from watching too much of other people's problems you was never meant to emotionally process every single day. We're not meant to witness the suffering of millions of people in real time. We were built for tribes, for villages, for managing reality. And now your brain is trying to survive the whole world all at once. An illusion. The illusion that everything is broken, that the system isn't beatable, that the individual doesn't matter. And that illusion, it benefits somebody. And it's not you. And this isn't a video telling you to ignore reality. Bad things, yeah, they are real. Corruption exists. People suffer. But here's a question no one asks you. How much of your daily stress comes from your actual life? And how much comes from what's repeatedly shown? Because those aren't the same thing. So what would happen if you spent 1 week only focusing on what you can touch? Your home, your body, your family, your craft, your community. What would happen if you stopped letting strangers on the screen hijack your emotions? Not forever, but just enough to remember who you are when you're not overwhelmed. The ants, they don't lose because the grasshopper is more powerful. They lose when they forget how many they are. Maybe the biggest problem today isn't the government or the president or the system. And maybe it's about how disconnected we got from our own lives while staring at everyone else's. Because a calm, grounded person is hard to control. A focused person is hard to manipulate. And a person that understands exactly where their stress comes from is dangerous in a special way. So next time you feel like everything is collapsing, Pause, look around, ask yourself honestly, is my life on fire or am I just watching flames? And then choose where your attention goes, because attention is power. And once the ants remembered that, everything changed.